Hello, everyone. My name is Fabian Zimmer. I'm the Group Product Manager for Enablement, and I'm joined by Alex Eves, the Engineering Manager for Database, and we're going to talk about our plans for GitLab's next release, 15.4, and what the database group is up to. As a quick reminder, right now the database group is at a limited capacity, and we're also searching for a new product manager, which is exciting. But that means that we are really focusing on a small number of very high impact initiatives. So keep that in mind when we're walking you through this. And
Something
so the database
to add there is we do also have a new hire starting at the very beginning of this next milestone. So that's exciting too, but we're
yes, I
still
forgot to mention that.
looking for more folks. I didn't add that to the capacity planning, so that's on me.
No problem. So as a reminder, the database group at GitLab is focused on producing tooling and frameworks, and in general, looking after our main Postgres database. So we want to make sure that it is super easy for developers inside GitLab to create new features, use our database, and to do that in a way that is scalable and maintainable and easy. And so right now, there are actually two initiatives going on. We can really see what the group is trying to accomplish to make that happen. And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is batched background migrations. So why does that matter? Essentially, every time we need to update data in GitLab, as soon as the updates required exceed, let's say, a few thousand records, we can't do this synchronously anymore. And we have to do this asynchronously in the background. And so this is something that can be quite challenging to sort of think through in its entirety. And so the database group is actually working on something that's called batched background migrations, which is a stable and reliable framework to execute some of these more complex and sometimes very error-prone database operations. And so what we're doing at the moment, is you can read a lot about the background here, in this epic, and all of the different features that we are adding. But for 15.4, one of the last remaining pieces is actually to improve the batch handling. So to chunk up, the changes into smaller parts, and how we actually then execute that against the database. And yeah, Alex, maybe you can add a little bit of technical color to this as well.
So we've supported various batching strategies as developers have wanted to implement them themselves, but rather than having folks have to write their own batching strategy every time, our new batching DSL will allow them to provide scopes for the batches that they want to do. That way, instead of having to iterate over an entire table, we've got just the records that need to be updated. So that should improve our efficiency in terms of actually running migrations, but also it should speed up development for people who have been trying to also improve performance. The other part of this that we're focusing on is our throttling mechanics, which previously we had these two items listed separately, but as we've started to refocus on our other initiative, which we'll touch on in a minute, I've combined them. So Diogo and Kraus are focusing on also these pausing mechanisms. So as we cross various thresholds in the database performance, we can pause the migrations and let things kind of cool off until things are ready to run again.
Yeah, thanks for that. And I think this is really excellent. And, we could go into a lot more detail, but this is, I think, one of those where on the surface, this all can look pretty straightforward. But once you reach a certain scale at GitLab.com, then there's a lot of consideration that needs to go into this. And we don't want developers to have to really think through all of the details here themselves. We want to give them a framework and tools so that they can execute those changes with ease without, essentially creating, issues and errors in our production on GitLab.com or for self-managed.
I don't want a developer to have to think about whether or not they're creating too many dead tuples in their index before they delete a bunch of rows from our database. So
Yeah,
that should help.
and neither do I. All right, the second topic is kind of related, and it is related to partitioning. So we use Postgres, which is a relational database, uses tables. And one of the major issues that we have in particular on GitLab.com, but this could also be a problem for larger self-managed instance at some point, is that let's say you have a table that stores specific CI pipeline data. And because we have so many of them, if the table can get really, really big. And once you pass a certain threshold size, and in our case, this can be hundreds of gigabytes, sometimes terabytes, it becomes very inefficient for Postgres to handle these very large tables that can lead to performance issues and scalability issues. So in a similar vein, the database team here is working with the other groups, other teams in the CI space to provide tooling to make it incredibly easy to provide partitioning. And partitioning here really means to take either a large table and then like sort of move it into a space where you have a limited number, or you have a partition size where the table size is limited, right? And then rather than growing it from, let's say, 10 gigabytes to a terabyte, you know that there's an upper limit to how large this partition can get, and then you create a new one that's a lot more scalable. And Postgres has support for that already, but again, there's a lot of interesting tooling that needs to be developed in order to make it seamless for developers to start actually using partitioning features from the get-go. And also in our case, of course, there's a migration piece for some tables that are not partitioned yet that we want to move into partitioning. And so, Alex, I'll let you speak a little bit to what the team is specifically focusing on right now.
This is really exciting work for us on the team. For a long, we've had the 100 gigabyte tables initiative for a long time, just kind of sitting in our backlog, hoping that we can get it. A big part of partitioning is making sure that the partitioning keys are included in any queries that partition or that happen against the partition tables. So it's really important for us to have the involvement of the various teams that own the features that manage these things. And in this case, we have like really strong buy-in from the CI team, which is really awesome. We've had some tools around partitioning for a long time. What makes these a little different is we're working on a different strategy called zero partitioning. That's where you take the existing database table and turn it into the first partition, so that you can kind of use that as you don't have to transfer the data to a new table. You can just use that going forward and make a new partition after that. So we're helping them build in this initial phase, we're helping them build the tooling that will allow them to create these so-called zero partitions, and then we'll be able to add partitions after them as we move forward, which is pretty neat, actually. That's my technical opinion.
Yeah, I know everybody's very excited about this and looking forward to solving this. So I am too. And then lastly, we're continuing to work on a high severity issue where we found that our database load balancer may leak queries across transaction boundaries. And I believe right now we are trying to validate that this actually happens in specific situations, and then provide a fix for this as well.
I think that may be an outdated description. I think we have some validation. Unfortunately, Simon got pulled off of this due to our high interview load. The last few weeks, he's been very focused on interviewing people, which is, as much as I hate to see this fall by the wayside, it just is kind of the nature of the team right now. So we'll see more. I think we'll see more results on this milestone.
Sounds good. Thanks for the context. I think this is all for the database team in 15.4. So the batch background migrations are going to continue, and the CI partitioning is going to start up in earnest. And I'm very excited to see the results for the next release. So Thanks for listening, and see you at the next one.